Hey everyone, Shebim here and welcome back to another match in our NXT TakeOver Advent Calendar. Now, this is the one for the NXT Tag Team Championships. First of all then, we have got Ricochet and Aleister Black, the winners. It is the winners, isn't it? They've won already and then this is their reward, isn't it? Yeah, the winners of the Dusty Classic Tag Team Tournament, taking on the current Tag Team Champions, the War Raiders. Now, this is going to be a great match. I want to prefix whatever I say by saying this is going to be a great match. It contains two of my favourite wrestlers in the entire world in Ricochet and Aleister Black. However, there's so much about this match that frustrates me. I hate it when, especially in tag team tournaments like this, they put two singles people together. And I hate it even more when those two single people win the tournament. It just frustrates the life out of me. I'm like, you've got so many tag teams that could really benefit from this push. I mean, the Forgotten Sons would have really benefited from this push. Street Profits would have really benefited from it. I know you've lost quite a few tag teams recently, and Mustache Mountain would have benefited greatly from it as well. But instead, they put together two main eventers. One obviously former NXT champion, one former North American champion, together as a team. And it's just sort of, well, all the other tag teams, the proper tag teams, have all sort of fallen away the wayside. And it frustrates me. That's only one part that frustrates me, the minor part. The major part is that now these two guys have moved up to the main roster. So we know they're not going to win this match. We know they're fighting for the Raw Tag Team SmackDown Tag Team Championship, sorry, the night after. On WrestleMania. It's crazy to think. I don't think anybody, I suppose they have, haven't they? I don't think anyone's actually wrestled on NXT TakeOver and WrestleMania on the same weekend, but I think Hideo Itami might have done it when he was part of the actual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. So yeah, it's just weird for me. I mean, for me, it's pretty obvious that the belt is going to go the way of the War Raiders. They're going to keep those championships, but it's going to be a great match. I'm really looking forward to the match. It's going to be a real quality match. We're going to see some really interesting stuff. But like I say, for me, it's just a little bit, yeah, I think it's Vince's fault. I know that seems like what everyone's going to say, but I feel like Hunter and the writers from NXT had their plan set out. They wanted the Dusty Classic. They wanted Aleister Black and Ricochet to be a team and win it. And they wanted Aleister Black and Ricochet to come together and face off against the War Raiders for the Tag Team Championships at this pay-per-view. Fantastic. But then Vince got a bit angsty up on the main roster and said, look, we need to shuffle things. We need to change things up a little bit. And he brought these guys from NXT up. Just randomly out of the blue. And they've been utilised in the main roster as well. It just, yeah. Because of that, it's sort of thrown the NXT plans to the wayside, and Vince has kept them. And again, I don't know why Vince has done this with the tag teams. I mean, they've barely used Sanity on SmackDown. I mean, Heavy Machinery aren't getting much use. You've got Gallows and Anderson. You've got, there's quite a few, The Ascension. There's quite a few tag teams knocking around, and instead of using those at WrestleMania, they're using the Ricochet and Aleister Black, and it just, yeah, it frustrates me a little bit. It really does. I mean, I know people become tag teams, don't get me wrong, but I just don't see Ricochet and Aleister Black as a long-term tag team. They're a temporary thing, just for this tournament and so forth, and then they'll go back to being two singles competitors. Hopefully on SmackDown. Well, the rumour has it, I don't know if the rumour's true or not, but I've said it a few times now. The rumour has it that 205 Live is going to become a permanent fixture of SmackDown Live, which I think is a fantastic idea. And if it does, I feel like Ricochet and Aleister Black should stick with SmackDown after WrestleMania. Then Ricochet can also go for the Cruiserweight Championship as well as being part of the main roster. So I think 205 Live, I mean, I like 205 Live, but I think it is becoming a bit of a stigma attached to it of not quite being the level of the rest of the main roster. So I think by having the Cruiserweights on SmackDown, it allows them to go up and down the card and not just be bound to that one division. It means that Mustafa Ali can drop back into the Cruiserweight division, and who knows, maybe Kalisto and those guys can move back from Raw over to SmackDown as well. It's an interesting way anyway. Anyway, enough blabbing on about random weird shit. Here we go. The NXT Tag Team Championships are on the line in this match. Like I said, in real life, I'm pretty sure that War Raiders will walk away with these championships after this match. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What do you think is going to happen? In my opinion, like I said already, I think they're going to win it. Mainly because Aleister Black and Ricochet are now essentially classed as main roster stars. Whereas War Raiders, I believe, only debuted around... I know they did. They debuted earlier, didn't they? I was going to say they debuted around about the time of the Rumble, but they didn't. They debuted earlier than that because they did War Games, didn't they? I'm going to say they debuted towards the end of last year then, I think. Or was it after Mania last year? I don't remember, to be honest. They've been around for a while. So I don't know if they'll stay in NXT for a bit longer, but if Vince is looking for strong tag teams, again, it's another potential strong tag team that could move up to the main roster. But it just gets a bit messy with the NXT Championships, doesn't it? However, they could just vacate the championships after this match and move all these up and have another... But then again, that would be another tag team tournament just after the tag team tournament they've just done, so it wouldn't make a lot of sense. But I don't think Vince really cares, to be honest, if he damages the NXT brand, if it benefits him on the main roster. But I feel like there's a lot of people on the main roster already. I feel like if they just keep taking more and more from NXT, it's just sort of just making that pool of people deeper and deeper and deeper and giving other people less and less chance to do stuff on the main roster. Stiff right hand there by Hansen, dropping Ricochet down. Ricochet sending Hansen face first into the mat, back up to his feet now. Into the corner. Hansen fighting back with a big boot and Ricochet catching with a back elbow. So we've gone for a standard tag team match. I don't like these on this game, to be honest, because they're not necessarily very good. But hopefully this one's going to work out well. Nice bit of tag team work there by Aleister Black and Ricochet. And Aleister Black did a good job here of cutting the ring in half. Standing in between Hansen and his partner. They did a terrible job sending him right into his own corner. But Rowe dropped out the way rather than going for the tag. There's a pin by Aleister Black. Enough for a 2 count. That's pretty good early on, actually. Pretty surprising this early on. Black now brings Hansen back up to his feet into the corner. Went for the splash. Hansen moved out the way. Aleister Black landed face first on that top turnbuckle pad. And this allows Hansen a chance to get across and tag. No, Aleister Black has fought back and again blocking off the route for the tag. And the big kicks now right in the face of Hansen. And now just dragging the foot across the face of Hansen as well. Before, oh, the big one. Wow. Brutality just wiping the face off of Hansen. Hansen now sending Aleister Black over the top, crashing to the ground. Aleister Black now with the jawbreaker on Hansen. Into an ace crush out of nowhere. Stamping on the back of the leg. Now Aleister Black backing into the corner. Waiting for... Oh, that running knee strike is brutal. Absolute brutal. And now Aleister Black wrenching back at the arm. And Hansen is struggling here. Black has been an absolute force to be reckoned with. I'm a big fan of Aleister Black. I do like him a lot. Black now a nice boot right in the gut of Hansen. Into the shin as well. Double foot stomp. Big one across the chest. And a double foot stomp again. Aleister Black is dominating Hansen here. Boot in the face by Black. And now lifted Hansen back up to his feet. We've seen this many times before. The Black Mass. There's the kick. 1, 2. And Hansen is saved by Rowe. But I think that could have been it, you know. I think if it wasn't for Rowe, I think this match was game, set, match. And Aleister Black now, again, wow, went for the big knee strike. Hansen managed to avoid it. But again, Aleister Black blocking off the ring, stopping Hansen from getting across to his tag team partner. Interesting, because it seems to be the team of Ricochet and Aleister Black that are really doing the majority of the tag team work. It's crazy. Interesting as well is I think, in my mind, you know, I would be more surprised if Ricochet and Black won the NXT Tag Team Championships than I would be if they won the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. I'd be much more surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, you know, as well, if we see the Usos leave within the next year or so. I mean, there's been a lot of stuff with Naomi online recently. Of course, one of the Usos was arrested not long ago as well. I just would not be surprised if we do see the Usos and Naomi leave the company. And I feel like AEW would be there with open arms, to be honest. But I've never been a massive fan of the Usos, to be honest. I mean, their heel persona is a lot better. They're a lot better now than what they were. But I'm still not a massive fan, to be honest. There's the tag. In comes Aleister Black, but Raymond Rowe is pretty fresh because they blocked him off for most of the ring. Most of the match, let's say. Most of the ring. Black sending Rowe into the corner once again, and a running forearm actually knocked Ricochet off the apron. But of course, Ricochet is like a cat. He always lands on his feet. Aleister Black now backing away to the corner once again. We've seen this already once, and he catches Rowe now with a running knee strike. And again now stalking Rowe. Black Mass. There's the pin. 1, 2. Oh, only a 2 count. Thought we had brand new tag team champions there, but not a lot of damage has been done to Rowe so far. It was all done to Hansen, really. Running forearm by Aleister Black. I reckon Aleister Black could be a world champion at some point. I really hope he is. I mean, I reckon he could have some really fun, dark sort of stories, and just like you can imagine him just turning up and just black massing people. It's going to be amazing. Can you imagine Aleister Black versus Demon Finn Balor feud for the WWE Championship? That's something I want to see. Or Aleister Black versus AJ. Imagine AJ Styles going for a springboard and Aleister Black catching him in the Black Mass. That would just be incredible. There's so much potential for Aleister Black in this main roster. I'm so glad he's there. Raymond Rowe now stalking Aleister Black. Nice. It was a real weird looking move, actually. It was a full Nelson to a boot in the back by the looks of it. Only enough for a 2 count. Rowe sending Aleister Black into the corner of the War Raiders, but Black fighting back. Rowe catches him, but Black catches him back with the jawbreaker now into the corner of Ricochet. There's the tag. Over the top cutter and a boot right in the spine by Aleister Black. I know, it's a hot tag. Okay. And it didn't go very well, did it? Did not go very well at all for Hansen. Ricochet now has Hansen up in a very precarious position for dropping him face first. Ricochet went for the clothesline and Hansen ducked it and then just booted Ricochet in the gut for clotheslines him over the top. Hansen now heading up top. Ricochet back up on his feet and jumps over. I think he caught Hansen with a knee there, actually, by the looks of it. Both guys trading strikes. Hansen big uppercut on Ricochet. Ricochet fighting back with a boot. Hansen to get a boot in the gut of Ricochet. Strong right hand. Ricochet though taking Hansen up on his shoulders. Drops him back onto his feet and a big boot into the side of the head. Rolls him over dead weight. There's the pin. Referee, if you want to get down and actually count. 1, 2. And Rowe got there literally 2.9 as it would have been on Fire Pro Wrestling. What Ricochet's up to here. He's up on top. Oh, he's been caught by Hansen into a sit-out powerbomb. Wow, that's a nice move. Very nice move, and I expect to see that in the NXT TakeOver match. Definitely Hansen catching Ricochet and going for some sort of power maneuver. Taking it up, looking for the Rikishi driver. No. Ricochet fights back and boot right into the gut of Hansen. Sprung off the ropes, big clothesline. His position nice. They thought Ricochet might be looking to potentially go for that 630 at some point. . Ricochet now boot into the spine of Hansen. He's heading up top. Maybe he's looking for that 630. With an extra rotation to try and make sure he got to the pin. There it is. Aleister Black takes out Rowe. And we got brand new NXT Tag Team Champions in Ricochet and Aleister Black. Like I said, I can't see it happening this way, to be honest, in real life. I really think the team of War Raiders will keep the championships, allowing Ricochet and Aleister Black to move permanently onto the main roster, which I do like, because the thing is with NXT is it's supposed to be the next generation of wrestlers. And for me, Ricochet and Aleister Black are just too strong, and I feel like people could be using that space. Same with Johnny Gargano should move up as well. Io Shirai and Kairi Sane, Shayna Baszler, they're all good enough for the main roster. We need NXT to get back to the point where we're developing future stars. And there we go then, brand new NXT Tag Team Champions, Aleister Black and Ricochet. Can I see it happening? It's a possibility, don't get me wrong, but I really feel like War Raiders will keep the Tag Team Championships. I really do. But once again, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Anyway, that's the end of this video. If you have enjoyed it, please do hit a like and, of course, subscribe if you want to see some more. And we'll be back tomorrow with what I think might actually be the last of our Advent Calendar. Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole. Bye. The ones who